Hey guys, we're going to be doing some penetration testing today. We have a 5.45 by 39, and then we'll go to a 5.56 and 300 blackout. This is the 115 grain Remington, and the 7.62 by 39. Most of these are just your standard full metal jacket, except for the Remington. These are hollow points, so maybe a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to penetration with that one. But the rest of these are 16-inch barrels, and this is a 10.5-inch Noveske. So 300 might be at a slight disadvantage, but everything from what I can read and see online, you're supposed to get the same ballistic and muzzle energy out of a shorter barrel with the 300 blackout, so it may not be as disadvantaged as I think. So well, we just see what happens. Okay, our first test is going to be a 3-gallon water jug. Some of the stuff online shows that 5.56 has a hard time penetrating a water jug, but it'll go right through a 1/4 inch of steel no problem. So we just figured we'd try it to see what happens. Our second test is it's just a bunch of sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. The plywood doesn't really give any type of scientific measure of power or anything. We just figured had a bunch of scrap, and we'll just, if one bullet goes through 4 sheets and another one goes through 5, then we have a clear winner. Our next test will be a concrete block. We just went ahead and threw some 1/2-inch drywall and some foam insulation. That's kind of the standard of the building in this region, so just figured we'd try it. We also have a car door. You see on the movies how people are taking shelter behind car doors and concrete blocks, and I kind of think that's probably not a good idea. And lastly, we have a 1/4 inch piece of steel, an old target plate that we're going to see if we can't punch some holes in it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean it went, looks like it went through right here. You can see a pretty good sized crater on the inside here, so it did not penetrate. Came through, it just must have fragmented enough to where it really didn't penetrate the water jug. So fail on the 5.56.
Oh, we got it, right? Oh, in the plate.
It went through lower than the cavity, so I mean it did not penetrate. We got some blowout back here on this first one. The bullet's just fragmented. I mean there's copper and stuff all over the place. So did not get penetration on that. Got some fragments. Got some kind of penetration, but not what we were looking for. See a small cavity. Right here, I don't see the bullet. Did not penetrate, so none of the rounds are doing real well with the concrete block. I don't know if we would have just went straight concrete block or the drywall, but hey, you can take shelter behind concrete blocks. Well, there you have it. 300 blackout did not go all the way through. We got a 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and the 5.45 by 39. But blackout, this is the Remington 115 blackout. It did not go through a 1/4 inch of steel. Disappointing. Okay, so I decided to revisit the steel plate. My friend and I, as we were reviewing the video, we noticed in the 300 blackout trial, the plate rocked quite a bit. It wasn't really locked down stable, so this was the first try, and we went ahead and braced it up good and tried it again and still got no penetration. So we wanted to test the idea that the diminished velocity in a shorter barrel, so we tried a 7.5 inch Diablo 7.62 by 39, and we got no penetration. And this is the same PMC 123 grain that we got penetration with a 16 inch barrel. So that leads us to believe that we did get some diminished velocity out of the shorter barrel blackout. We will be getting our hands on a 14.5 inch blackout at some point here in the future, so we'll come back and revisit the plate test. So as of right now, we really can't rule one way or the other whether the 300 or the 7.62, is really, who beats one or the other. So it's kind of up in the air for now.